Hi guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at Unit 4 in Fundations. So if you remember right, Unit 4 was all about base words and suffixes, okay? Remember, suffixes are things that we add to the ends of our words that help us sort of change the meaning of those words. So we did learn about 6 different suffixes. We learned about S, ES, ING, ED, ER, and EST. Okay, the reason I have them split up into 3 groups here is because these 2 suffixes sort of work together, these 2 do the same, and these 2 do the same, okay? Or not necessarily work together, but they sort of go together in some of the rules or the meanings. So if we take a look at S and ES, both of those suffixes are going to be used to make a word plural. And remember, plural means more than one. So if you look at our word box and you look at our word ball, those are both singular things, right? One box or one ball. But if I wanted to say many boxes or many balls, I would need to take a look at my suffixes and add one on, okay? One of the rules that we learn for adding on a suffix of S or ES is that we only use ES when our word ends with a SH, CH, X, S, or Z. Okay, so looking at our word box, I notice that it ends in an X, which means that I am going to add ES as my suffix, and ball ends in an L, so it's okay to just use our S. Okay, now you can also hear that difference too, right? Box is balls, okay? That's because ES makes an is sound as a suffix, and S just keeps the S sound as a suffix, okay? Now looking at ING and ED, these suffixes tell you when something is happening, okay? Remember, ING is going to tell you that thing is happening now, and ED is going to tell you that it happened in the past, okay? So if I take a look at the word jump, if I put my suffix ING, jumping, that's telling me it's happening now, right? I'm jumping right now, okay? If I had the suffix ED, as in jumped, that means it already happened, right? I'm already done. I jumped already, okay? Now you may notice that my ED suffix here is making a T sound, almost like a T, and we're gonna get to that in just a minute when we look at our words of the days. But remember, our ED suffix can make the T sound, the D sound, or the ID sound, okay? Looking at our last suffixes, we have ER and EST. These suffixes are used to compare something, okay? Now this one can be a little tricky, so I'm going to draw a picture to kind of help you jog your memory about this, all right? So if I'm looking at the word tall, right? If I have a line here, I might say, you know what, that line is tall, right? But I'm not comparing it to anything, I'm just saying it's tall. Now if I wanted to compare it to one other line, now I'm able to say, you know what, this line is taller than that line. Okay, now if I wanted to compare it to more than one line, I might add another line here. Now I'm able to say that my original line is tallest out of all my lines. So it's okay to use the suffix EST. Okay, you might have noticed that my EST makes the IST sound. Okay, now I'm going to kind of erase this. Hopefully that jogged your memory a little bit and you have that stuck in there. I'm going to erase those so we can take a look at some of our words of the day. Okay, so if we take a look at our word check, all right, we would tap this word check, checked, right? Remember, we never tap out our suffixes, we always just add them on. Okay, now the way that I would mark up my base word and suffix is I would simply circle my suffix and underline my base word. Okay, now in the word checked, my ed suffix is making that t sound again. Okay, but if I have my word of the day swelled, I still have that same suffix of ed and my base word swell, but when you say swelled, ed is actually making a d sound. Okay, so those kind of showing you the different sounds that those can make. Okay, if we were going to tap out swell, we would say s, w, e, l, swell, swelled. Okay, at this time I want you to pause the video and see if you can mark up the words softest and thicker and see if you can tap those out too. Okay, perfect. So hopefully you had some time to tap those out and mark them up. So in our word thicker over here, we have our suffix er and our base word thick. Okay, we would tap that out. Thick, thicker. Okay, now remember our ER is here, so we are comparing something, but we're only comparing it to one thing, right? That pencil is thicker than my colored pencil, okay? Softest, we have our suffix est and our base word soft. So we would say soft, soft, softest, right? We're comparing something to many things, right? That blanket is softest, okay? Many blankets that we're comparing it to.